All right, so this is episode 46 of So Well Spoken. With me is Angelus.
Yo.
Mike. Mike's here, and back from the dead is Dreams.
What's going on, people?
Wonder Woman, specifically the Joss Whedon Wonder Woman.
Oh,
the
damn.
script that's been floating around the internet.
Oh God.
As you know, Wonder Woman has come out, and the reviews the majority were positive.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best reviewed DC movie since Nolan was doing Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Joss Whedon script, the guy who was hired to write the original script that Warner Brothers eventually passed on, it was just a tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good at all in any
capacity.
sense.
Shit was embarrassing as hell. Like, he described like inanimate objects as like basically as if they were sexual objects. The women were described just as much or just as little, really. It's just they existed solely as eye candy for what's the dude's name in the movie?
Steve Trevor.
There you go. Like, that was every woman he came in contact with. Whole existence in that movie was basically, they were summed up by whether or not Steve Trevor would smash or not. And I was just like, yo, whoever wrote it, like, this is really bad, yo. Like, Josh, what are you doing, my guy? Like, if that movie was made with no alterations, boy, that shit would have bombed so bad.
The absolute worst part of the script was how they made it into a Steve Trevor movie starring Wonder Woman.
And
that was just like...
Steve Trevor is not that interesting. Like, you can't make a movie out of him. Like, maybe like an episode on like Smallville or some bullshit, you know, but
Damn.
You can't make a movie out of that character.
I was completely unfamiliar with this character before I saw this script. For someone like Joss Whedon, who's been in the industry for so long, and you get the opportunity to write a Wonder Woman film, and you make it about this character that's so unimportant to the overall story of Wonder Woman, God damn, he should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
I will say I think it's a good thing for him that script never actually made it into a movie, because as you said, he's been in the industry for so long and he has such a loyal following for a number of his projects like Firefly, for that to have, come out in the manner in which it had been presented, boy, it would have been a big hit to his reputation.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing that's really weird, because like people are making so many excuses for like, oh, this is an old script, and this is first time writing a movie about a woman. It's just like, those are terrible excuses, because number one, the man made Buffy,
right?
He made Angel, he made Firefly. Like, you can't really use that as an argument that, oh, he doesn't know how to write women. Like, he clearly does. Like, don't give this a pass. Like, yo, that shit was just tragic through and through. It's just like, dog, were you drunk and high off of cocaine when you wrote this? Like, were you at a down point in your relationship or something? What excuse could you really render as to why you wrote that trite trash?
He did not care. He was like, you know what, WB got me writing a script. I'm going to get the money from it. I'm going to move my ass on.
It's like he just refashioned a script for Captain America for Wonder Woman. Because the film opens up with Steve Trevor flying through a storm and crashing into...
the mascara.
Yeah. And so, like, immediately from the jump, this is all about Steve Trevor, and then that's how you get introduced to Wonder Woman, who comes off as like super robotic and one-dimensional, and just like, damn, this is your superheroes. Like, they're not a person. They're like a tool being used by Steve Trevor.
It should be the other way around, to be honest, but yeah, this is weird.
And like Dream said, he's very fortunate that this didn't go forward, because this would have been such a mark on his record.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
like, if he did that bad writing Wonder Woman, imagine if they was like, hey, Joss, we want you to write Black Panther. That shit would have been the most white-focused movie ever.
terrible.
Would have cried like, no, what is this?
So glad they got Coogler on that. Just like
Right? Like, Coogler's the best person for that movie.
They probably could have got rid. They probably, you know what? If they were dumb, they probably would have got like Reginald Hudlin or something like that to get on there.
Oh, they gotta go for bro. Like, we're gonna get Steven Spielberg on this shit. Like, oh damn,
Color Purple, that shit.
That was a fluke by that man. You can't reproduce that.
But yeah, that script is terrible. I'm so glad that we got the movie we got. Directed by the woman that did Monster,
Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, so that was legit. I was excited.
She also did an episode of Arrested Development.
She's had surprisingly little opportunity for someone who's won an Academy Award.
I wonder why.
Yeah, if you're a non-white male and you win the Academy Award, your career kind of like sort of vanishes. It's like, oh, congratulations, you got the best thing you can get. You're done. You don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah, the industry kind of treats them like a fluke.
Really does.
It's like, we gave you an Academy Award. What more do you want? Oh, you want more jobs? Oh, I don't know.
Which really gives the whole Wonder Woman film like even more importance, that it brought back this talented director who's actually good at her job.
Yeah. I enjoyed the movie, and then the sad thing is Chris Pine played Steve Trevor very well. I like this character a lot in the movie, but he worked best as a side piece. The entire movie, he didn't need to be the main character. The movie is about Wonder Woman. Let it be about Wendy, Miss Diana, and Gal Gadot did a very good job. I felt. It was just a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I was excited, but now I'm just like not excited for anything else DC at this point, because I'm just like, all right, that was a fluke. That was a fluke.
Yeah, basically. I really ain't trusting DC on shit.
The next DC movie is probably going to ruin any goodwill that this created.
Dog, Justice League is going to be so bad. Like, oh damn, what is this?
Is Zack Snyder still directing that?
No, Josh Whedon is now.
Zack Snyder stepped down because I think he had a death in the family.
His daughter committed suicide.
So he stepped down. Now Josh Whedon is he's doing all the team up movies apparently.
Okay.
Watch him just undo everything they did in Wonder Woman to make her like this terrible character again.
Batman's basically gonna be saving everybody's ass. Like, this nigga's a human. We'll be like, yo, this dude is human. He's doing all of this? Okay. People are gonna hate Cyborg.
I already hate Cyborg. I don't like. I only like him as a Titan or something like that. I can't stand him in the Justice League.
I don't like him. Period. It's like, y'all could have just make a new black hero at this point, man. Please, like. I don't want this guy on the screen representing us.
Martian Manhunter, bro. He shapeshifts into a black person most of the time. Like, I'll take that.
Mike, you're gonna have to stop smacking your keyboard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here playing the game.
This guy.
This nigga.
Is it Tekken, Mike?
Yeah, it's Tekken.
No,
yes.
Come clean.
No, it's not Tekken at all.
It's Tekken. You're getting your ass whipped right now.
I play Tekken on PS4, man. I got the worst version apparently. So I ain't got the PC version.
So what are you playing?
I'm playing Pokemon, man.
You know how you know it really was Pokemon? Because he didn't want to admit it was.
Yeah, he's like, all right, can we just move on?
Yeah.
Like Pokken or Pokemon?
Hey man, I had a Jones and I was like, I want to play the old ones real quick.
Oh my gosh. Keep that in, please.
You keep it in. Whatever, why not?
All right, Dreams, as the resident Cavs fan.
Yes.
Your boy came home. LeBron's bald.
Yeah, I saw that, man. He joined the club.
He finally gave up on that fight.
Yeah, look, man, it's been a struggle. He been trying to fight the good fight for a long time, but I guess somebody finally pulled on his coattail and told him, hey, fam, you have to let this one go.
It's been his greatest flaw for the past 5 years.
5? Shit.
Back when the headband slowly kept going up and up and up, and then it became the double headband. Yeah.
Yeah, I say 5 years because before that, his post game was his biggest weakness.
Okay, touche.
Well,
but then he fixed that, and now he's fixed his hairline.
So basically, he's guaranteed an NBA
by removing
title
his
now.
hairline.
He's gonna get at least one more chip with the bald head. I can guarantee
go.
that. You heard it here first.
Is he officially One Punch Man? Is that?
Yeah,
Is that where we
basically.
are
I
now?
mean, he's about to just run into the league and start destroying cats.
Final mode
Like every time he
unlocked.
dunks and somebody touches him, they just like explode and shit. Like, yo, what the fuck is LeBron doing out there, fam?
He used to play real timid because he was trying to protect his last follicles, but now that's out the window.
Damn, fam.
He's got that increased aerodynamics. Oh my god, he's about to destroy, fam. Warriors can't do nothing now. It's over. Like, Ron's is gonna carry the whole team on his back.
Real talk. Just gotta believe.
He's gonna start giving himself alley-oops more like he did in the fucking finals. I'm like, what is he doing? Is this street ball? Gonna start literally breaking ankles. Like, damn, this is his final form. My dude's got 2 or 3 good more years in him. He's going all out.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram. I was like, oh, what? It happened? I'm shocked. Okay. What next? I just feel like it's something that's coming up next. I don't know what it is. Like, LeBron probably.
I mean, what else do you want from him at that point? This is his final form, fam.
I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. He just did it. I was like, damn. He finally, now we need to get Kevin Durant to fix his shit. I don't know if that's going to happen, though.
Kevin Durant ain't never fixing his shit, yo. Like, he don't give a fuck. Kevin Durant's like, I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he really doesn't care, does he?
He don't. Like,
he's never heard of a brush. That man hasn't brushed his hair once in his life. You know?
Oh, shit.
Kevin's like, bitch, I got money. I don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe you gotta let Kevin live, man. Maybe that's the secret to his powers.
I don't know, man.
The BDBs.
Dang, heard it in a minute. But yeah, I don't know what Kevin Durant doing. But what about this draft though? Like, who's going where at this point?
Yeah, Morris, give us a breakdown on your Lakers right now.
Shit could be better. That's about all I'm willing to say at the moment on record.
Honest.
I see.
That's honest.
I mean, they're trying really hard to get PG-13 over there, I see.
They shed D'Angelo Russell for cap space pretty much. So I don't know if they don't get Paul George, then this move they just made to get rid of D'Angelo Russell is a complete mistake.
Yeah. But if they do get him though, and y'all get Lonzo Ball,
I'm ready for those 35 wins. Well, for people listening, we tried to record this episode, was it a couple days back, and it just didn't work due to technical reasons.
Look,
Mike's fault.
Shit happens.
we also talked about Tinashe and her problematic statement.
Yeah, let's get into that because I'm having a little problem like remembering everything that we talked about. But thank you, Angelus. Tinashe, you go ahead and tell us what happened with Trey's favorite pop artist.
Fuck. Every time I tell this story, I'm pretty sure like I keep fucking it up more and more at this point. Making this girl sound like a supervillain at this point. So Tinashe had a magazine interview in which she was just basically talking about being an artist in the industry, you know, and her struggles with attaining, I should say, mainstream success. And she argued that as a black performer, you know, black female performer, she feels like there's only room for 2 women, Beyonce and Rihanna, and every artist who comes in after those 2 have gotten compared to them, and that's why their careers don't take off. Then she went on this side tangent about how the black community does not accept her because she is light skinned, but she feels like she is a black woman. And she attributes some of that as to the reason why she has not attained success. In my opinion, she's fucking tripping. Like, first and foremost, like, she's fucking tripping. The reason why, in my humble opinion, she has not attained that mainstream success has nothing to do with Rihanna and Beyonce. And it's the fact that her music is high key, like, no preservatives added trash. Like, it's just garbage ass music. Like, and I'm a fan of Tinashe. Like, I like all of her mixtapes, but her albums, yo, those shits are like, they're trash. Like, just high key. Like, they sound nothing like her mixtape because she's aiming for like the pop demographics, and those motherfuckers are fickle as shit. Like, they might like your shit one day, and the next day they're on to like the next random white person who I don't even know. Like, I still don't know who the fuck Harry Styles is, and he's supposed to be huge. Like,
who?
Exactly. And it's like, she abandoned the fans that got her to where she was to get a new group of fans who could give 3 fucks about her in any capacity. And it's like, you wonder why your shit doesn't sell, you know? Like, I always say that she, Jhené Aiko, SZA, they all inhabit this like same little space within the same lane. Mm-hmm. Like, they've got their slight differences, but overall they are in that same little lane. And it's like, yeah, they're not getting mega sales, but like they have a lane, you know, like Jhené Aiko, she regularly sells like 120,000 units. Like, Tinashe's latest song or latest, output didn't even break 75,000. Her mixtapes did more than that, you know? So it's like, you lost your fan base, the people who will ride or die with you, and you did not cross over and obtain, you know, that coveted pop fan base. So like, now you're just in limbo. And then I can also say that another reason why she has not attained success is because, you know, RCA is like where you go to die if you're an artist. Like, you don't sign an RCA if you're trying to make it. Like, that's like the bad boy of white labels. Like, don't go there, you know? And so she signed with them. Her team's got her all fucked up. And it's just like, that's not really the black community's fault at all. And that statement is just super fucked up, because while you're, as a light-skinned girl, might face colorism, like, it's not even really, honestly, like, I'm just gonna say it, your shit's not that deep compared to what, like, dark-skinned black girls go through. So it's like, just chill the fuck out. Like, because at the very end of the day, light-skinned black women are still the quote-unquote face of the black community. They're the ones that get put up on billboards and magazine covers and shit like that when we ask for diversity. They're the ones that everybody thinks about when people say, oh, I love the new natural hair movement. It's always that 3C curly fro shit. Nobody's ever talking about the 4C fro. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a little mixed, quote unquote, exotic looking black women that people love about black women. And it's just like, the dark skinned sisters get absolutely no love. So it's like, be humble.
It was well stated, sir.
I'm just saying, like, I'm still a fan of her, but it kind of annoyed me a little bit. I might just bootleg the next album.
You sound like me at the Views. I feel that.
Wow.
Yeah. I was pissed. But, yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I had to, like, prior to, I think after hearing that story or whatever, I had like a confrontation with this chick or whatever about the same exact thing. And, yeah, it was just like, yo, like, you know, I think it's just let's see if I can remember her word. I deleted the thread. What did she say? Something along the lines of, you know, it's colorism is something that black men put up to like separate black women or something like that. And I was like, what? I don't know why. I guess it's just like the same victimization that white people feel, like the reverse racism bullshit that light-skinned women feel when it's not really ever really about you at all. Like, they always use it to deflect or whatever, or to like to silence darker skinned women's voices and stuff like that, and make it seem like it's not that serious, when there's plenty of examples of darker skinned women that will show you like, hey, I've been in this situation. And there's even light skinned women that know it, that have friends or whatever that notice that that their darker skinned friends don't get the same attention that they do simply because they're light skinned. You know, that they look exotic, or, you know, that fetishism that comes with that and stuff like that. So I think people need to kind of, like, well, not people, really just light-skinned women need to kind of just chill on the whole, you know, I face colorism too. Like, no, if anything, you face fetishism, sexism, and racism. That's it. Other than that, you're benefiting from you having a lighter skin complexion, which sucks since we're all black, you know, and that sucks that there's a power dynamic there in the first place. You know, you already have like black men over black women as a power dynamic. That already sucks as is. Like, we don't need any more unfair, unjust power dynamics that harm our black women out there. So, but I feel like with colorism, it's so much more easily ignored. So that's what I was kind of getting at. But thanks to a friend of mine, she kind of put my thoughts together for me. I was like, I appreciate it. Thank you. I knew I was on to something, but I just couldn't put it together. So sociology majors are dope. So how was speaking of which, how was SZA's album anyways? Was it dope, or I haven't listened to it?
It's a great album, man. It sucks because it's her official debut album and she's been signed just as long as Tinashe. So it's like, again, stop bitching, Tinashe. Like, you on album number 2. Some niggas just getting on album number 1. Like, shut up.
And this whole time, SZA's been like writing for some pretty big name artists.
Yep.
She wrote for Beyonce and Rihanna.
Yep.
So, the same 2 people.
did a song with Rihanna. And like, still didn't get any. Like, she literally is on a song with Rihanna on Rihanna's album that she wrote for Rihanna, and it's just like, still didn't get her album out. It's like,
and I like that move by Rihanna too, because she didn't have to put SZA on the actual song.
That's true.
No, I was actually going to ask you guys, because I have not heard, at least not that I can recall. I don't think I've heard too many of her songs in particular, but is it an unfair critique to say that Rihanna and Beyonce have sort of broken the industry in terms of their talent level and what they're bringing to the music game, and is that making it difficult for other artists, younger artists or newer artists to chart? Is that a thing? I mean,
in my personal opinion, I think that is a thing. And I think that Tinashe did have a good point on that, because unfortunately, especially for black, female artists, anyone who comes up is compared to Beyonce or Rihanna. Like, I even heard the same thing for Tinashe. It's like, oh, look her, she's trying to be the next Beyonce, because she just happened to be rocking that blonde auburn hairstyle,
Okay.
And that point, I agreed with Tinashe. It's just when she brought in the whole colorism, I was just like, all right, well, I'm checking out of this interview because you fucked up right there. But no, there is definitely a thing with that as far as like new artists trying to get into the industry. And the thing is like, Beyonce and Rihanna are that talented to the fact that they really do dominate the landscape a bit, and it's like their lane is so damn big. It's like there isn't any more room for anybody else. I think that part of that is also just how the music industry is and how they let like multiple white women thrive. But when it comes to black artists, like black female artists, like it's automatically 2 people who are competing with each other, like every time. Like if there's a new black female rapper, she's competing against Nicki Minaj. It's never, oh, it's just another female black rapper. It's, oh no, like this new one's trying to take Nicki Minaj's crown. A new R&B artist comes out, oh, she's trying to go after Beyonce's crown. Watch out for the Beehive and shit like that. And it sucks because, there are amazing artists out there, making music, but they're not getting the chance to really shine because fucking Beyonce and Rihanna so goddamn bright,
It's really not fair because Beyonce could break any industry rule she wants. She could release an album tonight with no promo and it will sell millions and everyone will be talking about it. Like there's like 3 or 4 of those artists in the world right now, and Beyonce's is one of them.
Twin album. That's sick. The twin album. And
then Rihanna has like a new single like every 3 to 4 months, and it's almost always a hit. Like no one else is doing that but Rihanna. And so like they're doing their own thing, like they have their own path to success. But when it comes to minority success in America, usually there's reserved a spot or 2. Like that goes for pretty much every industry. Like they leave room for a token, for lack of a better word. But in the cases of entertainment, who's better than Beyonce? Like who can you get to perform somewhere that would be better than Beyonce? Like that's where like her otherworldly talent just like transcends any sort of structure you try to force her in. It's like, no, she's just too big and everyone wants to go see her. So when you have like these young kids coming up, if it's a black woman, it's like, okay, well, you're a black woman, so obviously you're trying to be Beyonce, when that's not the case all the time, or even most of the time. Like a lot of these young artists, they want to be themselves, where the industry's like, well, you're making pop music, so the only black person I know making pop music is Beyonce, so we don't need another Beyonce because there's Beyonce. Where that doesn't really happen with, like Angelus said, like, how many white pop artists are there? Like, I don't even know half of them.
Dude, it's like a factory, yo. They make those motherfuckers. Like, just pump them out on an assembly line. But, like, yeah, there's a shitload. Like, I only know really Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, and they're both annoying as hell. And, like, that's one too many, right? That's two too many, really, right there. And it's just like, but yeah, like, there's so many of them so many white pop artists, male and female, and they get their own lanes, and their lanes are, like, usually pretty big. But when it comes to black female pop artists, especially, it's like, yeah, Rihanna, Beyonce. That's basically all we got. And it's just like, we could stand to have a lot more, to be honest. And it's like, you know, there are so many amazing artists out there who really aren't given a chance to shine. Like, for instance, you know, Seven's been around for a hot minute, and like, most people don't know who the hell Seven is. And she does her own, like, just like Tinashe, she does her own promo. Like, she spends her own money, like, to go places a lot of the times. And it's just like, dog, like, what the fuck do they gotta do in order to, like, get some shine? Oh, but to answer your question from, like, way earlier, Dreams, no, Tinashe's music is not that good to be like, she might be the next Beyonce. No, it's nowhere near that. It's pretty average.
She's over here licking wooden tiny toilets and shit for her, like, promos and stuff. So, I mean, I saw that picture. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I don't know who her publicist was, who's like, yo, this is a good idea. You should lick these toilets for a photo shoot. But yo, I hope they, like, do not have a job.
Wait, that was
anymore.
a thing that happened?
Yes.
Yeah, like, she had a photo shoot. They had her, like, putting, like, toy trucks in her mouth, like, grabbing Travis Scott's dick and, like, licking a toilet seat. And I'm like, yo, none of this is considered sexy. I'm not sure who told y'all this.
It's like those Instagram model pictures you see online sometimes or whatever, where they just, like, doing, like, some of those random shit. It's like, really? You on that? You should be, you trying to get up there. You should be down here. You should be up here. Like,
I'm really trying to figure out in anybody's mind how they were like, you know what would be sexy? If you licked a mini toilet seat.
Yeah, it's rough. I hope it'll come from. I want to see a lot more women R&B artists out there that's just, you know, just doing their thing. Like, I mean, they don't have to. To be honest, they don't have to be Beyonce and Rihanna at all. Because Beyonce and Rihanna, they dope as fuck. We can get a whole bunch of other dope as fuck women. I mean, I wish the media and their fans and everything other people can see that. But, you know, hey, you know, it's going to take some baby steps at this point. If the industry is like how it is. Because remember back like in the early 2000s, like, you had like every freaking white pop star ever. You had freaking Britney, Christina, her Jessica Simpson, her like, was it? Did she have like a sister that like lip synced on SNL? That's how bad it was. You had like,
yeah, I don't know half that shit.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Like, I mean, hey, this is stuff that happened over the past few years. You know, over the past decade, really. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of room available. It's kind of like how people thought that rap wasn't for a while. It was just like glam rap and shit. Like before Drake got on the scene, before you got Cole and Kendrick really doing big or whatever, everybody just thought rap was Kanye, Jay-Z, T.I., and Wayne. And that was like rap for a while. You know what I mean? And people thought it was just like that. But then like as soon as somebody opened up the door for some new type of sounds or whatever, rap is probably like the most open. It's more open than it's been in a long time. You know, you got, if you want to listen to your conscious rap, you got that. You want to listen to your like more, old schoolish early 2000s rap. Jay-Z coming out with a new album on the 30th. I'm just saying. You got it. There's options there. So I would love to see those same kind of options come up for our women performers out there, our women musicians and stuff like that.
I love that. Women. But the disrespect to the Jay-Z like that, how dare you, man?
Funny thing is, I kind of actually like Magna Carta, but I just don't think you need to keep rapping.
Oh my god, what is going on right now?
I kind of liked it.
I don't think Jay liked that album, to be honest. Yeah. I'm pretty sure after he finished, he was like, dog, the fuck did I just do? That man had a moment of clarity. He's like, oh, Jesus, I might be too old for this shit.
Yeah, was it today Prodigy died?
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, the head nigga in charge. Donald Trump's still alive, though, but...
No justice in the world.
God is canceled for a little while. We're just going to put him on ice. We're going to put him in ice. He's canceled for a little while. He's just doing things the complete opposite way they need to be done.
Darkest timeline for real, man.
It really is. Like, this is the dark cinematic universe. Like, we're living it. Oh, gosh. Cause like, it was actually funny because, I was going through Twitter after, they announced that Prodigy died. And like, this one girl was like, we shouldn't look at this as a bad thing. He's now with God and Donald Trump is still in hell on earth. I'm like, nope, nope. Doesn't make me feel better at all. It makes me feel actually really upset. Like if this is considered punishment for Donald Trump, this is the most fucked up punishment ever. Like, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm really down on that concept, but you know what? I'm not even Christian, but cool. Y'all just keep that. Ironically, it's the same in my religion too, so what am I talking about?
So rest in peace to Prodigy of Mobb Deep. 42, man. That's so young.
Right.
Sickle cell's a bitch, man.
Oh, he had sickle cell? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
T-Boss has it too.
Yeah. That's immediately who I thought about when you said that's like, oh. But,
yeah, I don't know about you guys, but Quiet Storm has been in my rotation for about 20 years now. So,
yeah.
Shout outs to Mobb Deep. Old enough to have had Quiet Storm in my rotation for the last 20 years, god damn it.
Like I said, I was like, wait, god damn.
I feel like Hell on Earth is that old. I don't know exactly. It was I'm just rounding.
No, we're gonna go with 20. We can go with solid 20.
For those of you who don't know, Dreams is like 65 years old.
He's battling with Slay as the oldest member of the podcast.
It's a shame.
Pretty sure Slay still got you beat. He's like 200 and shit.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
But yeah, Prodigy died. Jeff Sessions is still alive. Donald Trump is still alive. Oh man, I don't understand what it takes.
I'm not one to question God, but this seems pretty questionable.
Right? Like, like, what are you doing, man? Like, maybe, are you reading your book correctly on whose time it is and whose time it's not? Like, do you got the columns mixed up? Like, do you need some help with your spreadsheet, my guy? Like, Donald Trump is like under investigation, but then he's not, but then he is again.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's ease into our Fuck Donald Trump segment with the news. Or I guess it's more of a rumor than news that Mueller, the guy who's heading the special investigation, is investigating Trump for obstruction of justice. But no one really knows because they can't really say yet. And Donald Trump keeps saying that he tweeted that he was, and then his lawyer said that he wasn't. But now his son-in-law has lawyers, and Jeff Sessions looking into getting lawyers. And it sounds like this is more serious than they want people to think.
Yeah, Mike Pence got his own lawyer too.
Yeah. Basically, everybody's got
everybody lawyering up.
Yeah, I'm like, if you ain't got nothing to hide, y'all sure ain't acting like
the
it.
whole cabinet hired like 3 lawyers each, and you're saying nothing happened?
That's pretty shady. You got Flynn who's like trying to get fucking immunity. Like, are y'all sure? Like, there's a lot of smoke in this motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because like literally everything that Donald Trump has ever said about everybody else, like Hillary, Obama, is literally some shit he's done in some capacity every single time without fail. And like, he still has this huge contingent of fucking people who support this dude. Like, Donald Trump could like straight up order the assassination of like 60 blue-eyed blonde-haired white women, and they would be like, you know what, that was a good thing. Yeah, make America great. Yeah. Like, what does it take? Like, damn.
At this point, I don't even know. Because even if they do like indict him or something like that, you know, it's like that'll take years. He'll probably like not even be a president. Hope, pray to God he doesn't. But he might not even be president by the time they actually like find anything on him. You know what I mean?
While this is all happening, he's still allowed to do his presidential duties. And like, that's fucking crazy, man. Like, he can still make, well, he hasn't really done anything real with legislation, but in a normal functioning government, you know, that doesn't turn on itself, he would still be allowed to make and pass laws and shit while under an investigation. Like, I mean, like, in my mind, when you're under that kind of investigation, like when your entire fucking cabinet is under investigation from head to toe, I feel like your power should be suspended and like passed to like, I don't know, like a fucking intermediary group, you know? Like, this makes no sense to me. Like, this man's out here actively ruining lives and shit. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm under investigation, but I'm about to fuck up your healthcare. Bless. And it's like, dog, are you serious? And you can't reverse any of the shit that he's done if he is found guilty and shit. It's just like, oh well, that's still the law of the land. It's like, how does that make any sense? Like, this whole, like, the whole system's fucked up.
You know, he's still trying to get his travel ban passed.
Yeah, he's been trying with that. Like, but he keeps fucking himself up by making tweets about this is a travel ban. It's like, well, you keep proving ACLU correct. Like, you're calling it a fucking travel ban.
And hasn't the time elapsed that he wanted for the travel ban already?
Yeah, he wanted like, what, 120 days to figure out what's going on, quote unquote. It's been past 128 fucking days. Why do you sleep the ban at that point? Like, did you not investigate? Like, fuck. There's only 2 people I really want to die.
Here it comes.
I'm just saying, like, I would be at peace as a human, like, if they just were to die. Matter of fact, you can throw in there too, like, just. Like,
I was going to say, like, I don't know, you could probably throw a few more in there.
To, like, just.
Yeah, there you go.
God,
put them in the basket.
Yeah, like, just die. Like, they are net negative on society in every fucking way. It was like nothing. We would lose nothing as a species if these 4 people died. Just die.
I don't know if we could have this on the podcast, Angelus.
That's fine.
All right, let's talk about the Kardashian family for the first and perhaps last time. Yeah, so the littlest one,
Kylie.
Yeah, the little plastic surgery one that dated Tiger for a while.
The pedo.
Yeah, that she was okay. So anyway, she is in trouble right now because she plagiarized. She stole some more shit from black women. Let's not French this up. She stole.
Oh.
There was a design made by Plugged NYC, which was like a camouflage set, like pants and a top. And the woman who created this look says that Kylie and her team was ordering a bunch of shit from her, and then they're telling her how much they loved her design and how they wanted like custom cuts of certain stuff. And then fast forward to earlier this month, Kylie releases a line of clothes that looked exactly like this woman's clothes.
Yep.
And this is just the latest in a long line of thieving that this girl has gotten away with so far. Prior to this, she stole a design for like a makeup compact, and I think there was another one before that. But anyway, she has a history of this, and she tried to hit the creator with a cease and desist of making her own designs that she stole from her. And luckily for that woman, she still had all the correspondence that she had between Kylie and herself. So now it seems like she has some leverage, but in America, if you have money and you want to drain someone out through the court system, that seems like the easy victory for her, because you don't have money to compare and try to go to court with her. So hopefully, at the very least, she could get some sort of royalty or something out of this, but it's not looking too good for her. And as if that wasn't enough, the other one,
another one,
the tall OJ one,
Chloe.
The tall one that Lamar Odom said smelled like earring backs. She's in similar hot water because she stole a design from a black woman, which was It was like a sheer tan thing that she made with like sequins on it. And the woman who created it said that she was in contact with the Kardashian woman for a while and made custom cuts for her, including one that had Tristan Thompson's name on it, who she's dating. And then fast forward to earlier this month, she comes out with her own line that looks exactly like it.
They got another one.
And these incidents are bad on their own, that they're stealing from these young designers. But on top of all the fucking appropriation that they do, to then steal more from creative black women is just like injury to insult at this point.
That's what they do, though, right? Yeah. That's their MO at this point. So at this point, it doesn't surprise me. I hope these women can get their. I hope the publicity, even though it's bad publicity, can some type of notoriety for this stuff. Because I looked through some of their stuff and it looks really nice. If I had a SO, I'd buy some stuff for look nice.
Yeah, if you want to look at the sequin bodysuit that's being copied, the woman who came up with the original, her name is Destiny Blue. Blue spelled BLEU, if you want to look that up. And the camouflage design was stolen from a person who's selling through Plugged NYC. Not that you're in the market for a sequins bodysuit, but if you are, maybe check out the originals before you give the Kardashians money for stealing other people's work.
Don't give them any more money that they don't need at this point. Just don't. I'm tired of them. I really am.
I really had no ill will towards them, the way that many people do, and it seems like a lot of people were just mad at them for being famous for no reason.
I didn't, but then I'm on Snapchat, right? So every fucking day, look at what Kim Kardashian's wearing today. Look what Kylie's doing today. Look what they're like. Shut the fuck up. Y'all not doing nothing. I don't care. Like, they put them in my face when I don't want them in my face. Like, I even avoid TV and internet. I avoid stuff just so I want to see them. But when I want to go check out, what my homeboy did today, I can't even check it because they throwing Kim in my face. Like, I don't care. Shit. So at this point, I'm just tired of seeing them. I'm done. Get out my face at this point. Go be irrelevant, hopefully, in the next few months. Hell, wishful thinking, but they're just parasites, man. That's all they are. Parasites.
See, you're saying this, but people were saying this immediately as soon as they popped up, which I always felt was unfair. But to conduct yourself in a way where you're stealing people's hard work, like, God damn, you really are pieces of shit. Like, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, and you're over here just scheming on people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They've always been like parasites. Like, that's like the perfect word. Like, for everything, like, Kim was all on Paris Hilton's, jock the entire early part of her career. Then who did she date? Football player, can't think. Reggie Bush. Yeah, then Ray J, and then now Kanye's all fucked up and bleached his hair and talking about Bill Cosby innocent. I mean, it's just, don't
forget he met with Donald Trump.
And Bill Cosby did not go to jail.
Let's not talk about that.
Speaking of Bill Cosby, so when he was walking out from the mistrial, this man just randomly screams out, "Hey, hey, hey."
No, he didn't. He did not.
Yes, he really did. I was like, what the? It was on John Oliver. It was
What? Is he losing his mind?
I have no clue. Absolutely nothing prompted it. Like, he's just walking out the courtroom with all of his, personnel and stuff like that. And, you got the paparazzi taking photos. And all of a sudden, nobody prompted this man or anything. He just goes, "Hey, hey, hey." It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this man?
When's the last time Fat Albert was on the air?
Wow. Dog, I don't know. I guess because he quote unquote beat it, he just decided to be excited.
Dude, he raped 47 people.
60.
Oh, is it up to 60 now?
Yeah.
I was actually shocked to find out that on Twitter there's still a pretty large defense force.
That's I didn't want to see that. I figured there would be. yeah, you know, mistrial her, he didn't do it. Like, that's not what a mistrial is.
I mean, Twitter has taught me that there's a defense force for dudes having sex with underage women. There's a defense force for fucking everything, basically, I've learned via Twitter, and I'm just like, man, I'm pretty sure humanity needs a good culling right now. I'm just saying. It's like, yo, if an alien race came and visited us, it'd be like, yo, y'all are bugging the fuck out.
How long have y'all been living like this?
Too long. Take me with you.
This is actually the best it's been for us as a civilization.
That's the sad part.
It's rough. And apparently, I think old girl won the Georgia election today. So it's like...
The racist woman?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ossoff lost.
Damn it.
So, fuck Georgia. Fuck that particular county. Zone 6 all day. East Atlanta, Santa. And that's all I gotta say about that.
SoWellSpoken.com. You could subscribe on Stitcher, Player FM, Google Play, iTunes. We're pretty much everywhere. So
except SoundCloud.
We don't do SoundCloud. SoundCloud's no. SoundCloud never, not once.
That's always funny.
Or
was there anything you guys need to plug?
I just got a new job, so I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this frequently, but I'm going to try to start. I'm going to try to start streaming a lot, Tekken a lot more often. It's the Tekken World Tour, and I'm going to a tournament next month. So we're going to try to get better at the game.
Shit.
Get better at the game. I've been struggling. So
a World Tour, your girls tour.
Really? Completely forgot that song existed. But yeah, so I'll be streaming on twitch.tv FireTrain92. Also have a YouTube by the same name. I'll be uploading some slight archives. I don't want to upload like whole hours of me playing Tekken to YouTube. But just a few like ranked matches so that you can watch on there. I have a video of me comparing Street Fighter and Tekken. If you want to learn about, you know, the series and stuff like that, and there's going to be a lot more content on the way. Next video I'm doing is going to be on if why is Korea better in Tekken than everybody else, and that's going to be pretty interesting. So, yeah, that's about it.
Don't get racist with it.
That sounds like it could get racist easy.
Yeah.
It already sounds racist.
Don't mention anything about genetics. Mike, don't make it racist, Mike.
I'm not. That's not the point. I'm just making a clickbaity ass title.
Okay.
So I can get viewers, man. I'm trying to get
that. They've got better genetics.
I'm trying to open me up a Patreon and make all this like, you know, internet money so I can be like, you know, and, you know, side hustle.
You can be the Black PewDiePie.
Yeah, except I'm not going to be racist and do stupid shit like that and ruin my career potentially for that. That's like the stupidest shit. Like these niggas can get like PR people or something. Like how do you... Never mind, I'm not getting into that. But
didn't you say you wanted to kill all white people a couple podcasts ago?
Oh, damn.
I mean, you know...
Yep.
And the Black PewDiePie for real.
You're all like some race war, wait for race war.
Who doesn't? I'm not sponsored, man. I ain't making money right now. If, you know, somebody won't.
I mean, they can always go back to these old podcast episodes.
And you know what? Like I said it. You know, I didn't regret it at the time. Don't regret it now. And lose all my money.
As soon as he gets that sponsor, he's gonna have to apologize for his race war comments.
Yo,
so that shit's so
if Christian can get away with calling black women like, you know, terrible or whatever because they can't do it short, you can. Then I'm good.
I mean, but who doesn't beat down on black women? You're about to beat up on white people, dude. That's a completely different thing.
I guess, you know, fuck them.
And you're black. Like, they don't really care about you like that. So
I'm already black, so my chances of becoming a PewDiePie pie is like slim to none at this point. I gotta have like a British accent and like scream a lot. And that's not me, but yeah. But yeah,
I don't know. You were screaming out race war quite a bit.
Angelus, that could be your thing. Just yell that every video.
You were about to kill a whole bunch of people.
Why don't you make? I was killing 4 people, dog. 4, and they deserved it.
I could have been talking about the.
Why don't
Fast
you just make
and
your
Furious
YouTube channel?
Wars, you know.
Why don't you just make your YouTube channel Race War Gamer?
Wow.
You know what? Let me write this down.
Wow.
Just start every episode yelling out Race War, Race War. But yeah, I got a quick plug because I always told my friend Bria I was gonna do this for. But yeah, so my friend Bria, she's got this cosmetic line that she's launching, and she does skin care and makeup tutorials on YouTube under the username FreeBreNasty, FreeBre nasty. If you can't spell nasty, well, I feel bad for you, son, because you got like 100 fucking problems. But yeah, so like she's got that popping. She's working on her website, so that'll probably be at freebrenasty.com as well. You follow her on Instagram, again, same name, FreeBreNasty, and just support her because she makes really informed videos, and her production on the videos is actually really fucking amazing, and she does the production herself, and like I'm actually like low-key upset because they're actually that good. And so it's like, all right, bet you learned how to do this on your own. That's pretty lit. So that, and she's black, so I'm always trying to support black men and women trying to do new things and trying to do things outside of the normal 9-to-5, working for some trash company who doesn't give a fuck about you. So yeah, support her if you can in any way possible.
Word.
And the show's Twitter handle is So Well Spoken Pod, but I'll probably put all these on there just to make sure they're all in one place.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan Walker, we haven't forgotten about you.
He launched a new product.
That's weird. He didn't tell us about it. I didn't get that email.
Yeah, I didn't get the company
How are we supposed to promote
either.
it if we don't get our freebies beforehand?
I learned through fucking Twitter. I was highly upset. I was like, yo, Tris, I emailed him. I was like, yo, fam, where's the company email? Where's the free products? Like, what the fuck? I don't even want to mention the product. I'm so upset, honestly. But
So we're not advertising that product yet. So still go out and get those clippers that they made. But this new product, we're not in on that yet.
I will say this:
We still.
it's moving into that vacuum that Shea Moisture created when they went full white.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that happened.
Oh, hey, you know what? Is it too late for a shout out?
Go
Go ahead.
I know we already did the credits. Shout out to all of the dads that are taking care of their families and are being positive role models for the young men and women in their lives. We just passed Father's Day.
Oh yeah,
we didn't really mention it.
Dude, that's why I'm glad you're on the
shout-outs.
podcast right now, Dreams, because we usually don't talk about Father's Day.
Yeah.
So wait, Dreams, you're the only one with the father?
I mean, it's one of those things in our community where it can be easily forgotten.
No, I didn't forget, nigga. I omit it.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, I feel that. It's not gonna lie.
I mean, I'll still do something for my dad, but
I ain't doing shit for
I took
him.
the longest to send him a text. I'm like, Mom was like, you gonna send him something?
I ain't send that nigga no text, no nothing. I haven't sent that nigga shit since I was 16.
Like, I ain't in a rush. But
That's way more thought than I put in, dog. I respect you. I ain't sent that nigga shit since I was 16.
damn.
Feels bad.
No, it actually feels really great.
Feels good actually.
It feels really damn great. Like, you know, I said that there's 4 people that I don't mind.
oh no.
He's no. It's fine. He's not number 5. But I'm just saying, I would not be sad.
And that's a happy Father's Day from everyone. That's so well spoken.
Happy freaking Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in their kids' lives. You should be in your kids' lives because they might grow up to hate you and resent you, man. You don't want that.
Damn.
This got dark.
You don't ever want your kids to be okay with you dying for no reason.
This is dark, man.
I don't know if we should end it right here or not.
Like, I just had passive rage. I didn't even know, just like, this nigga, that's how I feel about my dad, but damn, man.
Said it got Zack Snyder in here all of a sudden. It's got real grim dark.
Hey, man, real life is dark like that sometimes, Joe.
It is.
Shit.
On the flip side, though, matter of fact, shout out to my mom for Father's Day.
To all the single mothers out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the moms that did 2 jobs. Shout
All
out.
the real ones. Bless up.
The real MVP.
All right, we need to end this on like a lighter note.
I can't think of anything to put right here now.
That was pretty damn dark, even by my standards. That was some dark shit. That was bleak.
About race war, man. I'm like, shit, you're like, oh, shit. Let me not.
Nah, you're still crazy with the race war shit. Yeah, because like nobody's gonna listen to my, like a potential employer is not gonna listen to my shit. Like, oh, he hates his dad, not gonna hire you. Like, but you, Mike, you're fucked. White man's like, Mike, tell us about this race war that you keep promoting.
See Fast and Furious 7, man. You know, had the race wars or whatever. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Everybody racing and.
Lighter note: Jay-Z's album's coming out. It's being entirely produced by No ID, and from the snippet, he's talking about fatherhood and the things that his dad taught him, and what he wants to teach Blue and the twins, who were just born, by the way. So there you go. So it might be a good album.
I'm not looking forward to that.
It might be a good album as long as he stays away from talking about dualities and Basquiat's.
We'll see.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
I don't know if leaving off on a Jay-Z album is a lighter note.
The disrespect. This man just had kids. Let him get his moment. Okay, how about this then? Jay-Z's also, for Father's Day, he bailed out a shitload of fathers who were stuck in the system.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's as light as I got. Moris.
So that's a happy Father's Day. And then we're really going to end it here then?
Shout outs to all the dads that got bailed out of jail. Shout outs.
Jesus. We're never going to make out the fucking. There's got to be something lighter we can fucking talk about real quick.
Y'all check out the new Lord album? Okay. Well,
I'll see you guys next time for episode 47.
The SZA album is really great. Everybody go buy the SZA album or listen to it on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google Music. It's on all major platforms. Please support SZA. It's a great album. And Vic Mensa said he wanted to slap the shit out of DJ Academic.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick.
We really should have.
I'll find a way to put that in the show without going over our time.
Just delete the part about my father. Just delete my entire father segment. We got enough time. So, yeah, Mike, tell him what happened. Or Moris, tell him what happened.
So, Vic Mensa went on... Vic Mensa went to go talk to DJ Academic from Complex.
Yeah, everyday struggle.
Yeah, so he went to go be interviewed, and the interview turned into Vic Mensa just calling this guy 10 shades of a bitch, like, about everything that he's done with his life. And this man is just taking it, like he called him a bitch, and then he's like, what did he say? In what instance? Like, there's an okay time to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The whole thing was just really fucked up because it's like Nadeska and Joe Budden didn't say shit. They just let this man get roasted and embarrassed on fucking TV. I'm just like, yo, somebody please say.
Honestly, I wanted to slap your ass. I was like, no.
It was so fucking crazy. Yo. He just pops up like, he just told him flat out, he's like, you're a bitch. And I was just like, yo, are any of your co-hosts going to save you? Nadeshka, she was quiet, sitting there looking. Joe Budden just looking. I was like, damn, none of your people trying to have your back right now.
What could you even say? Like, he's not that big of a bitch.
Yeah, well, number one, you shouldn't ask him what capacity are you a bitch? As if there's a certain time that it's okay to be a bitch. Like, you should have been like, I'm not, or something. He was just like, in what way?
Vic was upset that he was supposedly making light of Southside Chicago and what that part of the city's going through, or was there something else to it?
No, that was really bad. That was literally it. He was like, you know, like, you're making these YouTube videos and making jokes about like these kids dying and things like that. And like, he's like, you didn't live that life, and you've never even been to Chicago when you make these videos. And he's like, you sit behind a computer, you know, joking and laughing at these, like, the shit that they go through. And he's like, that's not cool. And I was like, yo, I can't even disagree, because I've watched some of those videos. I'm like, none of this shit is actually really funny at all. But one day you're gonna run into the wrong one and they're gonna like whoop your ass. Like, and DJ Academics does not go to Chicago. And I'm just like, you wouldn't do this shit in Chicago. And Vic was right. He really wouldn't do any of that shit in Chicago.
I wasn't expecting that, man. The turn up was like, came out of nowhere. I was like, yo,
right?
honestly, I want to slap your ass. When he said that, I'm like, shit. Is it going to happen? I want to see it. I'm anticipating this more than the Mayweather fucking, with Conor fight. Shit. I want to see that. But yeah. McGregor, Conor, fuck it. I don't care. White people. Anyway. That's why I'm not getting a sponsorship, by the way. But.
And Little Uzi Vert is pronounced Lucifer. That shit's blowing my mind still.
You have to explain that, Angelus, because I don't totally get this still.
Okay, so I listened to the audio of somebody explaining it to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So, if you say it fast and you say it slurred, Little Uzi Vert, like, it turns into the word Lucifer. I'm just like, dog, it makes, like, and it kind of makes sense, like, he's, like, a really big fan of, that movement, like, the Marilyn Manson and that whole, not really worshiping Satan, but the whole idea of free will.
I'm a big fan of the devil. Go on, say it.
If you slur your words and you say Little Uzi Vert, it sounds like Lucifer. And I'm just like, I never honestly realized that because I literally just enunciate every word, every letter in the words. So I'm just like, Little Uzi Vert. And there's spaces between it. And I'm like, we all talking about Lucifer. And then like somebody was saying it and they slurred it. I was like, oh shit. That's kind of dope actually. I can't even get mad at that.
Yeah, I think that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah, see you guys next time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.